Mayego platform very well. Their platform is a mirror. When you come to a Mayego platform, the mirror will show who you are. Immediately you start talking, you will appear. If you are black, if you are white, you will appear
You will
immediately.
see yourself, and everybody will
That
see you too.
everybody will see you. That's one good thing about your program. Yesterday, when he was trying to do the APC devil's advocate by bringing Igbo, he says it's from Delta. It's not twisted, and they started gaslighting Igbo. I want to tell him one thing. Bank, when you go to bank to collect a loan in a bank, do you tell the bank manager that I've stayed in this bank for 15 years, so you must give me loan? Is there no condition for you to collect that loan? Wouldn't you be qualified to collect the loan? And I want to tell him one thing, that you are buying a good somewhere for 15 years. If you are your attitude, people are around. The market is a connection. They have groups. They have WhatsApp. If your attitude, maybe you are going to somewhere, you buy credit and you will not pay. You think that when you come to this shop, because you have not bought there before, you don't know they've known about you, and they reject giving you that credit. You will not say Igbo don't give you. As that man corrected, Austin said yesterday, if you are dealing with an Igbo man and you are credit worthy, whether you are Hausa, you are Yoruba, anything you be, the Igbo man is ready to give you his container.
Yes.
If you are trustworthy, he's ready to give you a container, and you'll be paying gradually. That's how we do business. Do you understand? And that's how we prosper within our circle as Igbos. You know, so that's what I want to educate him. I know he's coming from APC angle. God bless you, Jare Baba.
And you too.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Prince Jejeman, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for that too. Okay. But again, right? My people, I am going to possibly have to make this appeal now. And it's going to be a two-way appeal. Okay. The first one is that we have a brother here who has told us what it is right now for himself and his family, having known all that led to this, what do you call this economic, ambush. I call it economic ambush for so many people who are just minding their own life and their businesses right there in the UAE before Nigeria happened to them. Not their own creation, of course. I want to believe that there are other members of this Temple of Truth who are also in Dubai. It's not a bazaar. It's not nothing, okay? It is just to say we could actually come together, right? And extend our arms of, brotherhood or sisterhood to those who need them or those who are ready to take them. Excuse me. But somebody did ask something yesterday. When this finish, who is going to pay them again or give them something again? I'm like, well, it is a tough one, but the act of giving is that you give when it is mostly needed. And in this case, it is mostly needed, right? And it doesn't really matter how small or how big, it is the intention that matters. And the ability to say, okay, we can afford it and we can do this. And on this, I am appealing to that your good side, the particular side that, you know what I mean, like you are willing to actually give out. So my plan is, you see that PayPal on your screen? That is the Diaspora Radio PayPal. And I could actually take a donation for, well, maybe one or two of our people, starting with the current one and his family that we know of. So I was going to probably just go think about how the whole thing will go. And I was going to place a call through to you. I was going to talk to you, so as for me to understand, like one-on-one away from the program. And I'm still going to do that, okay, before I commit any penny of this platform to anything. And to every one of you, my donors, regular donors on my Egun's Diary Political, $1, $10, £20, $100, 500. It doesn't really matter now. Every penny counts and every little help. So we can kind of like work on this between now, tomorrow, and maybe Thursday. Okay? And whatever we can mop together, of course we can reach out, no matter how small or how big. So this is now me officially appealing to you. And if you're asking me for how can you make that happen? You see, take a look at your screen. You can just take a look at your screen and type in just exact words as it is there for the PayPal. You see the PayPal me. Type it on your browser. Send it. You will have the chance of how you can actually support them. And you can add a message to say, for that brother in Dubai. And then, yeah, I will come back here and tell us if we have anything substantial enough that could go through any transfer. So I declare that open right now, and I'm going to count on you. And to you, my brother, good luck to you. Sometimes my people can feel generous. Sometimes, they kind of would need a lot of conviction to be convinced before they can be so generous. But above it all, there are very good-hearted and kind-hearted people on this platform who are really going to respond. That I know. So that's my announcement, okay? So thank you so much. I will try and copy the link of the PayPal and put it in the comment section, okay? And yeah, we can track it and say, oh yeah, we've got £500. Oh, we've got £1,000. That is if we are that lucky, right? Well, let's see how that goes. So I will leave the link and all that in the comment, okay? So I'm going to keep the line opened. If you're still making effort to calling in, sure, please. The line can take the course now, okay? So I'll put that back on. So thank you very much. Let me take this. Oh, I lost you. I actually just lost one, but I will get another one, of course. Yeah. Hello there.
Hello, Baba Gbalagba.
Martinelli. How are you doing tonight, Baba?
Baba, I can't complain. No, I can't complain. I don't even know anything to talk again. If I owe a old OG is still in shock about the happenings in Nigeria.
I know I couldn't see my own face, so but I was trying to.
Baba, you're shocked. You see that shock on
Nigeria cannot make it. Baba, not true. Now Nigeria will survive. Now you can't run a country like this and expect them to survive it. They can't.
Nigeria is the last
now.
Nigeria is the last accident. Nigeria is the last accident. And you know one thing, if you weren't reading all this history that you're reading daytime, like the daytime of the reading, if you weren't doing that, a lot of people will still be even more confused about the happenings. For those of us that have a little idea, that have a little understanding of the happenings of Nigeria, like we still find it difficult to even comprehend how this argument is still being allowed to continue to exist, and the fact that everyone is just comfortable. They're talking about Yaya Bello. I remember during the first, I don't know what republic they call that one, the Obasanjo Alamesiga. This motherfucker dressed like a woman. I was trying to escape from Nigeria.
No, he escaped from London to Nigeria. How he did it? How he escaped from London and arrived in Nigeria as a woman, passing through the Heathrow to Gambia. Man, people mad for that country, man. And they design Bello in case if you try, they don't design how you going to look like in case.
Nigeria is the last dance.
Nigeria is
the last dance. The last dance, man. It's so sad. I don't have much to say about what is happening today. Like, my own is, if the people don't understand how bad, because the truth is, people still don't understand all these things you're saying now. All these, these revelations and all this exposing that you're doing now, it sounds like a dream. It sounds like no, it can't happen. No, it cannot happen.
Like,
it sounds like an exaggeration.
To some more now. Baba, you know what people told me, Martinelli? You know what people told me? I think some of you actually really said that too, that Mayegun, if nobody say you they add video, add documents, add picture, add things that we can see ourselves. A lot of us will believe that we are making all these things up.
Yeah.
Like
Baba,
some people will actually be like, yeah, we know that Nigeria get problem, but this guy, they make all these things up.
Baba, even with all these your videos, some people still believe. Some people, something in their mind, so one devil in their mind is telling them that this guy
is not totally true.
He's exaggerating. He said, Baba. And as long as people, you see, and you know the funny thing, the people that are thinking like that, they are the smart ones among us. So they are the educated ones among us. If people don't understand that until everybody or the majority of the people come to that realization, say, Nigeria is the accident.
Yeah, it's an accident.
Don't come to that realization, Baba. We will just remain in that infinite loop because this is not a circle. No. It is not a circle.
We are too deep.
We are not. No, we are in an infinite loop. That's what it is. That's what it is. You know, my own is about the book you read today. That's where I'm getting my own point from. You know, I hope and pray that people are actually paying attention to the fact that, you see, these British, they've always, like from the inception of the creation of Nigeria, they've always made sure that it is the dumbest and the most stupid people that always.
It was always intentional, Baba. Intentional.
This is, and even up until, you look at Baba, you know, all throughout the last 8 years, whenever you bring out Buhari, Baba, if you know how bad, if you know how sad, I'm not, but if now calling is just entertainment.
Sorry about that. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, brilliant. Then, please. Sorry about that. Go on.
So, all throughout the last 8 years, when you're talking about Buhari and when Buhari was, I always felt bad because Buhari is somebody I know very well. And I know that he's Olodo. This man did not pass any course in the army. This man was one of the most useless and one of the most hopeless
failed all his
soldiers.
professional examination.
Whoever served as soldier. And Nigerians elected this man as a president. Baba, I could not go to Nigeria, and I don't think I will ever step that. As long as the people decide to remain foolish, you know, we'll just be looking at ourselves from a distance because I can't dwell in the same contraption. I can't dwell in the same space with people who are this stupid. I mean, you can't. I mean, it should be a crime.
How do you actually marry it together, and then they never have it in a way contradicts with your own life goal and life ambition? Like, there's no way.
Because first things first, if I was still in Nigeria, I know that I would be dead because I was a soldier. Okay, and I was one of those soldiers that never conformed. So I know sure way. Yeah, I will guess no way. They don't
find me and I'll get rid of you.
So I think it is rather unfortunate that Nigerians, like some people still believe, because I see some, you know, this is one of the things that makes a lot of us. When you see some people that don't want to involve themselves in the Nigerian conversation, this is why. When you see some people, they say, oh, you know, Nigeria is going to be good. You know,
Nigeria will be great. Don't say that. Be positive. One day, Baba, you were a young man. I tell people, right? I said, one day, Baba, you be young man. When they don't talk this thing, now you are a man. You are like in your 40s, 50s. Now you can't tell people, say, it's a matter of time. Nigeria is still going to be great. Nigeria is still going to be fine. Baba, you are a little boy. When did they talk him? You are a man where don't born now. You did talk him.
Papa,
and you notice
whenever I remember the amount of years I spent in arranged darkness, all the time that we didn't have light. My house was in Ikorodu. And if you know Ikorodu well, at the time they were even saying Ikorodu was not part of Lagos State. And for that reason,
I still believe that Ikorodu is not part of Lagos State. For real, Well, you will know if you have been to Ikorodu and Delta, I mean, they can actually treat them like they are not part of Lagos State anyway. But yeah,
but I live there, so yeah, we were told we're not part of Lagos State, and that's exactly how we were treated when I was living there.
Even when they talk about Ikorodu, they talk about Ikorodu with pity. You know, look at our people in Ikorodu. We will take care of you now. We promise you. This time around, we will take care of you. Okay, Ikorodu people, don't worry. The government will not forget about you.
I live in that street.
That's how they
I live in that street. Yeah? I actually live on my street. My street is named after my father.
Wow.
Yeah. And on Agric, that if you know Agric, that road that leads to Baba, that road. This is not something I was told. I live there.
You did.
Tinubu commissioned that road 4 times. He gave it to 4 different contractors, and we watched that road not done. Throughout Tinubu's 8 years, they didn't do anything. All we saw was signboard and signboard. At the time, we didn't have lights in my area. We didn't actually have transformer for 1 whole year. Do you know at the time, when it was now time for us to now get a transformer, the landlord association, my father was also a member, the landlord association, they collaborated. Some people, they collaborated with some NEPA staff. And they collaborated to take money from people. Imagine people contributing money to buy transformer. Baba, the transformer had been approved already.
Yes.
By NEPA. NEPA has already given us transformer, but some people wanted to use that thing to make. And these are landlords. These are not people from another planet. These are
landlords in the area.
They were scamming their fellow landlords and fellow neighbors and because my father stood up, Baba, if to say if they could actually come inside my house and shoot my father, they would have.
They would.
What they not do? Now juju, now waiting they not do.
Say what me.
Because my father refused some landlords scamming the rest of the people. You know? So, and some people will come and say, oh, Nigeria, we have a long way to go. We just need to do this. We don't need to do anything.
Once we have one leader like this, everything will change.
No. Nigeria needs 500 leaders. We need 500 leaders. First of all, I'm not going to stress myself too much. I'm just going to sit here and I will keep looking, raise the awareness as much as we can. But if the people don't wake up, now so we're going to look ourselves from a distance. So
you go sit down under your couch, yeah?
When the people wake up.
And now so if they don't want to wake up, they know. But now so you go sit down, now all of us go be there where we are still continuing shouting on them. And even if it has to become like, my happy 87th birthday. What are you telling us tonight? And I will just come and be like, Martinelli, thank you very much. All that. Because, listen, we cannot give up. Because whether we like it or not, we are all awaiting victims anyway.
Yeah.
So the number of people we can wake up and wake their awareness and all of that for, we could be saving our own lives in another 10 years, Martinelli. This that we are doing could be saving our lives in another 20 years. It could be saving our generations.
And that is why people like me, I will be eternally grateful.
God bless you.
For your life and for your existence and for this battle. In fact, the day you came out and said, you know what, I'm going to do this full time. That day felt like I tried to mark that day. I'll never forget that day when you came out and said, you know what, I'm going to do this at the full time. That day, was like my birthday. Bye-bye, if I making okay.
I still really wish I live up to the expectation because there is to whom much is given, right?
Trust me.
Much is expected as well, right?
You don't have to prove anything to anybody. You've done the needful, okay? You don't need to do anything.
Right.
What you're doing, carry on doing it and just continue that trajectory.
And it feels natural, by the way. It's unforced.
Whatever it is you're thinking, just carry on like that. You don't need to prove anything to anybody. No. For those of us that know you and know what you stand for, that's all you need.
Thanks,
Baba.
God bless you.
Very, very, very
bless you, Martinelli. Yeah.
God bless you. Ladies and gentlemen, please hit the like button. We're over 1,000. Come on, guys. Come on.
Do that for us. Come on. Thank you so much, Martinelli. That's a very good one there from you. And indeed, we won't give up. We won't stop. We won't keep quiet They will do everything. The day we shut up is the day they win. And I don't think we really wanted them, we want them to win, do we? They've taken so much from us, right? For all of us who are alive today, if all of us have to take a stock of what Nigeria has taken from us, stolen from us, the future, the childhood, the life that we can only imagine, all stolen away from us, Baba, we can't give up, we can't stop, we can't. And that is why we must use everything within our own, every resource within our own space to further galvanize, enlighten, mobilize ourselves for a singular cause. Because this may be what will save our lives in the long run. Right? Here. Hello there.
Chief Mayegu.
Papa, how are you?
General Mayegu.
Sir.
In fact, today is my...
what do you say that again? Like you say, oh yeah, appearing for service, at your service, sir. How are you?
Mayegu, you've already reported for duty. You've already reported.
Thank you.
I have tried you for 3 years.
Wow.
For 3 years.
And here we are.
It's so funny.
No,
Why is so funny?
I feel the same, right? When people who have been trying to reach out for a very long time, you see the same way you feel like, oh my God, it's connected. Is it? Is the same way I feel too? Like, oh, really? Thank you.
Why I'm laughing is that at times I'll send you a message after your text, after your program. And I just said, this man, one day, just take my call because I know you're overwhelmed. And God will continue to bless you.
Amen to that. Amen.
My name is Kings. I'm calling from Los Angeles.
Kings.
And
I love that.
This is my first
King.
time.
So King from LA.
Yeah.
I won't forget that.
Yeah.
I won't.
Thank you, sir.
Bless you, man.
What you're saying is that what you're trying to avert is that may Nigeria not happen to any of us.
Amen, no.
Our relations.
Amen, no. It's all
because I told somebody last week that Netflix does not need to pay for movies for Nigeria. They should just mount camera
everywhere.
Every part of Nigeria is a movie. Government movie, people movie, market movie, activity movie. And the world will say,
you get data. In everything you don't have in Nigeria, have data. You may live.
That's it. Mayegu, you see Buhari coming to Nigeria. You know who I have? You know who I blame? Barack Obama. Barack Obama.
They played a very big role in bringing them in, no doubt.
I am not calling Britain again because why? They purposely took out Goodluck Jonathan. We know Goodluck Jonathan was corrupt, but he was not as corrupt and foolish as empty as Buhari. Buhari was a total not.
A total one.
Zero.
It's like they brought him to come and destroy Nigeria, take Nigeria like 40 years backward for some reason that we don't have a clue.
He said, I keep saying something. You see Nigerian pastors, they are praying. They should go on their knees and praise the God of Jonathan, please forgive us. God of Jonathan, forgive us. Because, come to think of it. Jonathan, we are flying Lagos, Abuja, 9,000, 15,000. Flight. Is it food?
Lagos to Abuja,
No.
7.5,
Yes.
14,000 at the highest, so 14,000
yes.
at the highest.
Yes, sir.
Then
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All of a sudden, it went 360. So they use their asset man to do that job, and that is where Tinubu comes in. like David Afol that was working for Obama. He was the one that gave the Buhari that name, Reform Democrat.
Reform Democrats. Exactly.
And told Buhari to wear suit and snap. And the whole youth, all those Gen Z took it and said, the Messiah has come. We knew that this man was not. Honestly.
The fastest growing economy in the world.
What are you talking? Number one
to fight for the 4th place.